All right, we are live. This starts off the first match coming back of our TV trivia reintroduction, I guess you could say, into 2026. Our first match of tonight, of this new era of TV trivia. We have two fun competitors. One, a new person to TV trivia. The other one you've seen before in past iterations, but let's bring them in. We have Brian Nussbaum. Brian, you participated in our test match with one Richard Schwartz. How are you feeling tonight coming into this as, I guess, the
Underdog.
rookie of TV? Yes, I would say rookie of TV, not underdog.
Okay. Yeah, it should be a good time. Brandon's a great guy. Just did match on his channel, so dude. Should be a good time, and it should be a good time overall.
All right, and with that, we are going to bring in your opponent. He has done TV before. You remember him. He is Mr. Brandon Rutledge. Brandon, how are you doing tonight? Welcome back to this new iteration of TV. Uh, how you feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. Brian is a really great competitor. He definitely knows his stuff when it comes to movies. We talked at the TV. We actually talked quite a bit of it over on my channel, All Things Trivia YT, and sorry, I couldn't help it. But
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I'm glad to be back on TV. I believe it's Throwdown, right?
Yeah, I'm just going with TV trivia for right now. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it basically is, a new iteration of TV Throwdown, but we're going into it with TV again, and it is good to have you back, Brandon. I know you competed with a lot of the best from the past iterations, Zadie Smith, uh, so on and so forth. So it is good having you back. Hopefully, you do well today. But with that, let's bring in both of our competitors. Move me down to here. How this is going to work, folks? This is a 3-round matchup. First round is your whiteboard round, basically the single point question. I ask the question, you write down your answer. You get it right, you get a point. You don't lose any points, but you don't gain any points if you don't get it right. So try to get it right. But with that, we'll go into our first round. It is 8 questions from our predetermined categories and our 2 strength shows from our 2 competitors here. So with that, gentlemen, are you ready for round 1?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So we will kick it off with our first question in dramas. Who plays Lip Gallagher in Showtime's Shameless show U.S. edition? Fun fact, there's a UK version of the show, but just like most Americans, we don't acknowledge it. But with that, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brandon, let's go to you first.
I can only think of one actor who's in Shameless. I said William H. Macy.
That is incorrect, unfortunately. And Brian.
Luke Gallagher, me with Jeremy Allen Wright.
That is correct for a point. It is Mr. Jeremy Allen White. So Brian does get the first point to take
But
a
I
little
think
bit of a
it's
lead.
Frank Gallagher or Macy.
Well, I have no idea.
But with that, we will go into question number 2 in 2000's hits. Showtime's original series Weeds, starring Mary Elizabeth Parker, debuted in what year?
Back-to-back Showtime questions.
Yeah,
Well, it's
yeah.
out of range.
I had a feel. I had a writing these. I just had a urge, and I've always loved this show. One of my great favorite ones growing up. Well,
Yeah.
not really growing up. I was in my 20s around the time, but we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brian, let's start with you.
2005.
And Brandon.
First of all, I'd like to say how I love we have back-to-back questions from shows on a channel that I never owned. I said 2003.
The correct answer was 2005. Brian does.
Okay.
Yes.
It's
And Brandon, to add to it, I never owned it either, but they gave a lot of free weekends. A lot of them. My God.
Okay.
Yes. Them and Stars were free weekends basically every freaking weekend. It was great. Our third question comes in the category of old schools, which range from 1950s to 1960s. So nice classic shows. But in this one, what is the name of Lucy Ricardo's husband in the show I Love Lucy? First name is fine. Right. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brandon first.
Ricky Ricardo.
And Brian.
Ricky, I want to be on the show. Ricky.
That is correct. Both of you get a point on that one. Our next question comes in Lucha Underground. Making me rewatch this makes me want to add SmackDown and Raw into TV shows. But anyways, your question for Lucha Underground. Who was the first Lucha Underground champion? Actually, you know what, folks? We are going to add Raw and SmackDown. It's technically TV, God damn it. We're going to add them.
It is.
Yes, so we'll figure out a category later. Yeah. Maybe we can just call it WWE, you know? Maybe we can call it that.
Or you
But
call
anyways,
it wrestling.
I like WWE. You know, we can, AEW has to pay. Anyways, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The cons have the money. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
Would that include TNA as well? But I had Rey Mysterio.
And Brandon.
Great guess. He was a trios champion, but I'm looking for Prince Puma.
That is correct. Prince Puma is correct. So Brandon does get a point back at 3-2 right now in Brian's favor. But we go into our next category, which is 90s hits. If you're as old as I am, you remember the TV shows of the 90s. And this one, The Nanny, premiered in what year?
Oh boy.
In the 90s.
Good old Fred Drescher.
Well, somebody would ask who played the nanny. Okay.
Or what?
Again, have a range.
Yeah.
Have a range.
Yeah. Oh, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
Not that confident. I had 1992.
And Brandon.
We're both right or we're both wrong. 1992.
You were both off by 1. It is 1993.
Jaded.
1993.
Oh dear.
Fran Drescher brought her comedic talents in 93. Minus that. But anyways, our next question comes in the category of Paramount Plus. In the show Ghosts, what is Samantha's profession?
This is the U.S. version, right?
Yes, this is the U.S. version.
Okay.
Yes, we only do U.S. versions.
Just
Here,
because there's a UK one.
Sorry, Brian.
yes. No offense to our UK watchers if we have any, but for regular questions, I just go with our American shows. If you want to use that as a strength, go for it. I mean, Caleb Coho has rode Doctor Who into the ground, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Am I wrong, Brandon? Pens down. Let's go to Brandon.
I haven't even heard the show. I said detective.
And Brian.
I just had a realtor.
She was a freelance journalist. Her husband in the show was a unemployed chef. He thought he was a good premier chef, even though he was mid, if that. But we go to our penultimate category question in comedies. What is the name of Alan's ex-wife and Jake's mother in 2.5 Men?
And first name, right?
Just the first name, yes. Unless I specifically say full name for a character, yeah. I'm going to be very sad if Brandon does not get this, if he has not seen this show, but we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God damn it, Brandon. Go ahead, Brandon.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I have seen the show before, but I can't remember. I said Julie.
And Brian.
So close, Brandon. Judith.
That is correct. It is Judith.
Oh,
Judith.
That hurts. At least I was
You were
on the right
close.
track.
Yes, you were. But our last question comes in the strength category of Mr. Brian. It is in The Simpsons. The Simpsons is set in the fictional town of what?
Seriously?
Yes, this is round 1. This is round 1, the very first match into it. We're not going to get the FU questions until you get to a semi-round or a championship round.
This is round 1. We're going to start off with back-to-back Showtime questions.
Yeah?
Sorry.
I had an urge. Screw you. I could have gone all SG1. Screw you. But with that, next time I will, just for your match. Anyways, Brian, let's go to you.
Springfield.
And Brandon.
Springfield.
That is correct for both of you. Both of you get a point. At the end of round 1, Brian, you are in the lead with 5 points. Brandon, you are close behind with 3. Still close. Still a close match. So, with that, we move on to round number 2, and that is our lovely wheel round that we will never get rid of because wheels are fun, no matter what anyone tells you. I'm going to bring up said wheel. That's going to come up here on the screen. And how this works is the person ahead can spin first or second. He can defer if he wants to spin first or second. Each person get a chance to spin the wheel. If they don't like the first spin, unless it lands on players or opponent's choice, they can spin again, but they're stuck with whatever category they hit in their second spin. So are we clear with this, folks?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Each of the categories has 3 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt down to multiple choice, and there is stealing in this round. So if you miss it, your opponent can pounce on it and get those points. So with that, Brian, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Brandon?
Okay, use the categories first, if that's okay.
Yes, the categories in this one are Paramount Plus, 90s hits, Lucha Underground, Old School, 50s and 60s, 2000s hits, dramas, The Simpsons, and comedies, as well as players and opponent's choice.
Okay, I will defer to Brandon.
All right. Brandon, you have heard the categories. Would you like to defer to your celebrity shot?
My what?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You don't get a celebrity shot person to come in here. I just wanted to add that in for comedic effect. Yes. Brandon has deferred to you to spin. Are you ready for your first spin?
Let's do it.
All right. Your first spin is in. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
Lucha Underground.
Oh, you know I'm keeping it.
You want to spin again, right?
No.
Oh. Okay,
Never happened
folks.
before?
Yes, to be fair, this happens to Brandon a lot in past matches. I'm not even joking. You can look it up on my goddamn YouTube channel. They are, or no, fuck, they're on multiplex. I don't know if they're still up there or not. Anyways, fuck. Okay. Well, Brandon, you do luck out. You get Lucha Underground. Are you set for your questions?
Yes, I am.
Okay, your first question. Chelsea Green faced Pentagon Dark under what ring name?
Reclusa.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your second of 3 questions. Who was the longest reigning Lucha Underground champion at 622 days?
Unfortunately, he was recently released from WWE. This would be Matanza Cueto.
Can you say that again?
Matanza Cueto.
I have something different. Brandon, you do have, or Brian, you do have the chance to steal this.
I'll go with Tagaloa.
The answer I have for Lucha Underground champion at 622 days was Pentagon Dark.
Oh, is it like combined days? If it's combined days, that's probably where I went wrong.
Yes, I think that's where you went wrong. Yes.
Okay.
But there's no steals, so you do, or nothing lost on there. But your third question, your final question of this, Prince Puma, shout out back, pinned who in the first match that introduced the Lucha Underground Championship?
I believe it was Johnny Mundo.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct for 2 points. Johnny Nitro under Johnny Mundo. All right, with that, Brandon, you do bring yourself up to 9 points. Let's go back to our wheel again for Brandon's spin.
My
All right. Brandon. Or Brian, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Oh, God. All right. Brian, are you ready for your spin?
Yes, Tim.
All right. We're going to spin it. If he gets the Simpsons, I swear to God. Okay. Your first spin landed on old school, 50s and 60s.
It could be interesting. It could be different shows there those decades. I'm going to tempt bait and spin again.
Okay. He is spinning again.
Okay.
And he's on comedies. He is taking.
Last time, so.
All right, with comedies. Are you ready for your 3 questions?
Yes, I am.
All right. All right, your first question in comedies. What does Sheldon's father do for a living in Young Sheldon?
He was a football coach, top football professor.
That is correct. He was a coach. That's what we would have taken. So you do get 2 points there. All right. In your third question.
Third?
Or second question, sorry. It's been a long day, folks. All right. Your second question. Harry T. Stone is a famed judge in this classic comedy?
Great theme song, Night Court. Wow,
That is
answer.
correct for 2 points. It is Night Court, one of the greatest theme songs of all TV shows. Malcolm, if you're watching this, that's what you ought to do for your next rankum or your next list of 12 is best TV themes.
Per decade, that could be a good one, yeah.
Ooh, that could be. All right. Your third question. What famed wrestler played Frankie's father, our lovable bully, in Boy Meets World?
We talked about this like Waco Vader from answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And yes, this was written before our rankum, which, yes, we had this written before the rankum, but someone did snipe that off me, little bastards.
JPO.
Fucking little. I'm so pissed off of that I'm the oldest motherfucker there, and anyways.
I did take away the bushwhackers from you as well, so there's that.
You know what? No. The 2 points are going to Brandon. Brandon, you have those 2 points for Vader. Brian, you had to dig your own grave. But I wish I could do that out of fairness, but no. Anyways, at the end of round 2, we are with Brandon at 7 points. And Brian is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at 11 points. So we still have a game, folks, as we go into round number 3. How round 3 works is what I like to call our TVography round. How this works, there's 2 columns with 3 shows in it. I will give a description or a synopsis of the show. The competitor will guess it based on that synopsis. If they can guess it without any clues, they get 4 points. If they do require clues, they can ask for the year, the platform of release, and one of the main actors or actresses from said show. Now, each one of those clues will deduct a point. So if you need all 3 clues, but you get the show right, you'll get 1 point. But if you don't need any clues and get the show right, you'll get 4 points. Each show in each column, the first show, I'll give the genre of the show. Same thing for the second show and the third show for each column. So basically, this is the opponent or the person ahead, which in this one is Brian. You will choose column 1 or column 2 for your shows.
I'll go with number 2 on this one.
Okay. Brian, you will have column 1. And since you are behind, we will start with you, Brian. Now, there is no stealing in this. So,
Wait,
Brian.
Or is Brandon's the lead? Who's the lead, Brandon or myself? Because
You're in the lead, not me.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in the lead, Brian. You're in the lead.
Okay. My mistake.
It's fine. But Brandon, since you are behind, we will start with you until you catch back up. You're 4 points behind. So with this, the first show in column 1, just like with column 2, is the genre is sci-fi for the show. And your synopsis is, in the 25th century, humanity gets its shit together to travel through the stars with funny and strange characters.
Oh my gosh.
Now you do have clues, and I will not take anything until you say final answer.
Yeah, I need a clue. Can you give me an actor?
Okay, the actor is Seth MacFarlane.
Oh my gosh. What was it called? I've seen the show. I'm gonna feel incredibly dumb.
You have...
I know the other 2 clues are not gonna help me. Why is it not coming to me?
You do have repeats if you need them.
Yeah.
So we're going to start down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay. Your genre is sci-fi. Your synopsis: in the 25th century, humanity gets its shit together to travel through the stars with funny and strange characters. Your one clue is Seth MacFarlane.
I'm gonna feel dumb as soon as I hear it. I'm just gonna say the auto. Final answer.
That is incorrect. You're close. It's the Orville we're looking for. The Orville.
I knew it started with an O.
But that's all right. That's all right. You were close. You saw it. You know the show.
You're off by a few letters, though. Off by a few.
Yeah.
All right. Show number 2. The category is comedies. Your synopsis: a widower that was a former baseball player becomes a nanny for a high-powered divorced businesswoman.
Who's the boss?
What was the rules? We said I cannot accept anything until you say...
Final answer.
Thank you. That is correct for 4 points. So with that, Brandon does tie it back up, which throws it to Brian. Brian, are you ready for your first show in category number 2?
Sure.
All right. This is also in sci-fi.
Okay.
Your synopsis: to rekindle the light of civilization, one captain must recruit an unlikely crew to rebuild his long-lost Commonwealth.
I will take an actor on this one.
All right. Your actor is Kevin Sorbo.
I don't word, can I get another hint, please? If that's okay.
Would you like the year or platform of release?
I'll go with platform of release.
All right. This is a multiple section one for platform of release because it was released in two different ways or platforms. But I'll give you both of them because I did include both of them with this. Global Television Network and Sci-Fi Network.
I don't remember the title show. I remember it.
Start
yeah, it's not coming to me, so I'm not on this one. Oh, nothing final answer.
Nothing final answer?
Yes.
All right. We were looking for Andromeda.
That's it.
Yep. But we're still tied up. So, Brandon, Brian, God, I'm never putting you two against each other again. Unless one of you legally changes your first name. Anyways, Brian, your second show comes in the category or the genre of comedies.
Okay.
Your synopsis: the story of a family led by a loudmouth bigot who believed every stereotype he ever heard, his loyal and dim-witted wife, his college know-it-all daughter, and New Age son-in-law.
All the family fall answer.
That is correct for 4 points. All right. With that, you take the 4-point lead, which throws it back to Brandon to hit his third show. Brandon, you need 4 points to throw it back. So, are you ready?
No, but okay.
All right. Your final show, category or genre, political thrillers. And your synopsis, a bipolar CIA case officer conducts covert operations to protect her nation from terrorist acts.
I'm almost guaranteed it's a show I never even heard of. Can you repeat the question?
Yes, I can. That's your second repeat. One more repeat you have left. Political thrillers. A bipolar CIA case officer conducts covert operations to protect her nation from terrorist acts.
There's only one thing that could come to mind. I don't think it's right, but I've got nothing better. I'm just gonna say Karen Cisco, final answer.
And your winner, Brian Nussbaum. The correct answer we were looking for. The correct answer we were looking for was Homeland.
Okay.
Homeland with with Claire Danes. We were looking for Homeland. So with that, Brian, you do win 15-11. So go to final thoughts of it. Brian, you did win your very first ranked TV match against a crafty veteran in Brandon. How are you feeling now that you've won your first match?
Feeling pretty well. I got the questions I knew that I know of. The job of the question, I heard of it, but it didn't really come to mind. But yeah, Brad's a good player, and it was pretty well. Evenly decided between round 2 and round 3.
Yeah, round 3 is kind of like that new intro I've added into it. But Brian, congratulations on your first win.
You.
I know we will see more of you in the future, but trust me, this is a young league, so both of you will play soon again. Don't think this is going to be like multiplex. Anyways, but let's go to our unfortunate runner-up in this, Brandon. Brandon, you are what I call the crafty veteran of former TV fame. How are you feeling after this match? I mean, I don't know how you do it. In most of your matches with TV, you always, in round 2, seem to land on your strength to throw off your opponent. But how are you feeling after this match, this new round 3 format, and coming back into it?
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. The new format, I definitely like the new format. It definitely feels more balanced, which is, I think that's why I was winning in the old format. To be honest, I mean, messing with people with Bluey, WMAC Masters, just, But
oh God, yeah, I remember a few of those.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to whenever I can do another match here.
Oh, and definitely, like I said, this is the first match. We have 2 more other ones to get shot and out there, and I know we'll have you guys matched up with new and exciting players, both into that. Like I said, this is just starting off, so I know eventually I want to get down to a champion sometime down the road. Once we get some more matches underway, we can get like a tournament style or something set up like that. Maybe we'll have some surprise additions in competitors. Who knows? But I think for this one, you both did very well. You took it into round 3, into the deep, into the very last question. Unfortunately, Homeland just eluded you. But that's the thing with TV. There's so much of it. Not everyone can know every show, which we've seen in the multiple iterations with TV of how we've had it set up with strength TV shows and what have you, which it did feel like running the table in this one. I'm glad that both of you find it more balanced because that's what I was kind of going with this. So I know we'll have you both back as soon as we get the other 2 matches set up. Then we can get some new rooms set up with some new matchups. Hopefully, it's not a B versus B again because God, that just threw me off after a hard days of work. But anyways, I do want to throw a quick to the comments. Chris Diaz, of course, watching. Yes, he did nail Homeland. I don't know if that was before or after I said it. I'd have to look at the exact time,
I think
but
people answer their answers after the person answered their question.
yeah, but with Chris, he does love his crazy ex-girlfriend strength. But with that, this is the end of
my opinion.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of strength shows that I'm just like, God, why do I have to watch this in the history of writing TV? Bluey, one of them. But with that, we are at an end for today's episode. We will be doing a lot of these live for right now until I can get some more time maybe to re-upload some of these with some editorial magic later on down the road as like a little surprise throwback. Who knows? But with that, folks, that has been Brandon Rutledge, Brian Nussbaum, and I am Tim Smith. We will see you on the next one for TV Trivia. Goodbye, folks.